Obviously, it's the end of a busy week for you guys. What do you think you learned most about your team this week?
Man, I just continue to be impressed by their fight. I loved our bounce back from the Connecticut game. If we continue to play probably for maybe 35 out of the 40 minutes we played today, I think we're a really, really good basketball team. To do what the kids did this week with the games and the travel and the matchups at the end of the week, I'm just very proud of the way they fought. And that was a message we had coming into this game. Obviously we get fired up for DePaul, but our message was really give more than you think you can. With the pace of the game and, it being the fourth game in 7 days, we knew we were going to hit some fatigue moments in the game. And you could see it a little bit with being a little loose with the basketball and missing some layups, but I just really proud overall of the fight from our team. At the same time, we're pretty disappointed about this one. We had opportunities to, step up at the end and make a couple more plays and execute. But overall, we'll move on, and hopefully we can play some basketball like this in the future.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys got some good shots there at the end. They just didn't go down. Were you happy with the looks that you got?
Yeah, kind of a combination of both. I thought we executed well, but you have to obviously step up and hit the shot, whether that's a layup or hit the three. But we got a couple really good looks. I thought they made just down the stretch a couple timely plays. Morris, and Selena had a great matchup, isolation, one-on-one, like you're in the backyard, right? And, just Morris got the positive end of that, and that really hurt us. And then Church hit a little basket late that hurt us as well. So it was just great back and forth matchups, and we just couldn't quite get over the hump. A couple kind of silly turnovers with not catching the ball. But this was really, I think since maybe earlier in the year, kind of our first close game in a while. So it was really good to get that experience as well down the stretch to be able to execute on both sides of the ball.
Coach, I think it was a 15-3 run to finish the third quarter for your team. What was said in that timeout leading into that for you guys to make the run and bring the game within close in that fourth?
Well, we had to, because DePaul went on their own run right out of halftime. We looked a little flat. We looked a little tired, dead legs. We weren't communicating. And that's the thing about the top teams in our league, whether that's us, DePaul, UConn, you slow down or take your foot off the gas. These high octane offenses can score quickly. So I'm really proud. I think we were down 16, maybe 17 at one point. We battled back and got some easy baskets. And but that takes a lot of energy when you're down and you got to keep fighting. But I just think we got back to executing. We slowed down a little bit and slowed down so we could read some of the things that were open. But that was a really nice stretch for us to get back in the game. And then the fourth quarter was, probably whoever executed and wanted it a little bit more.
It seemed when Jory Allen wasn't on the floor for DePaul, you guys were able to attack the paint a little bit more. Well, was it a little bit of a difference on the reads and not having her in the presence that led to some of that success, in your opinion?
Jory's a really good player. I've watched her since she was a little kid, and they got into some foul trouble, and so we really tried to take advantage of not just her, but some different matchups inside. And that's always our game plan, because we're obviously, you can see we're way bigger than them. But she didn't have her best game, but a kid that obviously when we play him again, she'll be I'm sure ready to go.
Claire hit some big shots for you guys in the fourth quarter. Jordan was just in here talking about how hard of a worker she is, how much she's improved. She's been red hot like the last month or so. What is she giving your offense?
Man, great reps from the three ball. She can really shoot the ball. She works extremely hard. A little bit of that, those freshmen and sophomores, is getting them in these moments, right? Liza Carlin, Claire Cafis, even throwing Rose in for a couple minutes, Taylor Valladay. You're going to learn a lot about yourself each and every game. And I thought Claire hit some big shots for us. And then she was pretty disappointed that she didn't hit, that one late in the game. So, but the good thing is she's taking them now. She's not hesitant. She's getting comfortable. I thought she made some great plays defensively, got a couple rebounds too that helped us. So the more we can get our role players and our bench confident. And, that's the great thing about a coach, right? If you can move those reserves around a little bit based on what we need, whether that's a couple minute break for Jordan, whether that's getting Sel out of the game for a couple minutes, or, Liza being able to stretch the floor, that's only going to make our team strong as we move forward.
How much pressure does it bring for onto your offense when you have to go against DePaul's press? It led to 33 points off of 22 turnovers today. How do you try to clean that up for not just next time against them, but moving forward into the next game?
Yeah, I thought, well, if you look at it was really the first quarter that was the worst stretch. We were turning it over, not necessarily in the backcourt all the time. It was in the front court as well. Just they shoot passing lanes. They're scrappy. We knew that was coming. You don't have a whole lot of time to prep and get reps, going into the game. So it's a little bit of the mental side of having better reads. And I mean, that's why DePaul is good. Like, they can score, but when they score, points off your turnovers, they're even harder. That's why they get up in the 80s, 90s, or even 100. So if we can kind of clean that up a little bit every time we play them, and you can, even if it's 6 or 8 points, they get less off of that. That's gonna help you. And that's what they do. That's DePaul ball. And I thought we did a better job in the second half, for the most part, I guess, trying to sustain their wave of energy.